Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Men Search live on all of the channels. We are streaming on YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. I still can't, Corey. As many times as I say it, I cannot seem to call the Twitter what it ought to be called. And it cracks me up because I noticed when I logged in the other day, the URL is still Twitter, but they're calling
Oh,
it X. It's like, what?
call it what you want. That's fine.
So I'm Michelle Stinson Ross. I am the president of Men's Search, and I have with me today another president of another organization. This is Cory Docken. Cory, why don't you introduce yourself and tell the folks a little bit about what you're about?
Sure. Thank you, Michelle. Happy to be here. It's cool that you guys do this. My name is Cory Docken. I am the current president of AMA Minnesota. That's the Minnesota chapter in my second term. And I can talk a little bit about that. In my full-time role is I am VP of Business Development with a digital agency based in Minneapolis here called O8. And yeah, AMA. It's a buddy organization to Men Search. I'm glad our two groups can like partner together. Our chapter, but AMA is a national org headquartered in Chicago. We call it the mothership sometimes. With that, they handle membership and certifications and education, and they kind of it's the corporate level. And then there's 72 chapters across the U.S. So we're one of many. Most major cities have a chapter. In fact, like Chicago, New York, Houston have like really large chapters. I'd say ours is more like mid-size and like emerging. And it's a community that consists of marketing professionals from the agency side, from the corporate side, and a range of skill sets. Everything from the marketing specialists up to the CMO, from a wide range of Minnesota companies. And I've been on the board since 2020. I kind of got like looped in right away. I joined during the pandemic when it was like, what are we gonna do? Like, who can I talk to? And I had served on a healthcare marketing board before that and led that. So yeah, just went right into AMA and got put on a committee, and then ultimately got voted in to be president somehow.
I
How that
kind
happened, but yeah,
of,
it's been
I
good.
feel the same way about how that happened.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, because you said you joined the American Marketing Association during the pandemic, and you made that comment. What am I going to do now? Who am I going to talk to? Can you tell me a little bit more about what was the drive to want to connect, especially during the pandemic? Obviously, we kind of all got sent home to our own little caves for a little while. What's been the benefit to being a part of an organization like the AMA?
Yeah, I mean, to simply put it, it connects you to the outside world, and specifically that local marketing community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what MinSearch does, but like AMA Minnesota, for example, we do it was monthly, now it's bi-monthly, but we call it AMA Cafe. And it's just it's simply a Zoom call. Usually there's a topic around it, but it's just a chance for members and non-members to get together, educate non-members on what AMA is,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then have them connect with our members. So I remember, when we got sent home and I moved into the basement office, just was exploring options. And I think I had attended some AMA events in the past, but no, I joined one of our AMA cafes and instantly connected with members and people on the board, and just kind of took off from there. And that's an event we continue to have, but we changed the cadence to bi-monthly now, but it's still a good connection point to our prospective members and members.
Very cool. I see there's a few people watching us live online right now. Since we are broadcasting on multiple channels, you guys are more than welcome to use the chat functions in whatever channel you're watching this right now. And feel free to ask me or Cory any questions that you come up with. Give a shout out to whichever org you're a member of, both MinSearch or AMA. We would love to hear from you guys as we talk. It's not just us sitting here talking. You guys can absolutely participate while you're watching. We appreciate it that you're here. I was just thinking, cadence. You mentioned that just a moment ago. I noticed, especially post-pandemic, especially once we were able to have in-person events again, that it's not been the same. We are still in the process of trying a whole bunch of different things for our membership. Are you finding kind of the same thing, that just the expectation, the demands, the desire for education, networking, has that changed post-pandemic for your membership?
Yeah, definitely across the board. I think for all events, numbers are still down a little bit, but I do believe that people still highly value it. But that's the thing, like you have to provide value to your membership, and it comes in the form of the events and the education and the opportunities for networking that you provide. So like, just like with MinSearch, like with us, everything that we consider putting into programming has to have some kind of value that's passed on to the member. It's critical because people are hesitant to get out. Also, membership base is lower than what it used to be, but it is gradually climbing. It just took such a hit, 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. As you can see, we've got somebody that did chime in. Thank you, Angie, for letting us know you're actually a member of both organizations. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah. So part of the reason I've got Cory on with us today for our little lunch session is because next Wednesday, the Minnesota AMA and MinSearch are coming together to co-host an event. And we're hoping that bringing these two groups together will provide more benefit than us meeting separately. Cory, do you want to tell the folks a little bit about what they can expect from this networking event that's coming up next Wednesday?
Absolutely. Yeah. Really looking forward to it. And it's so awesome when we can partner with another organization. So we got, AMA Minnesota and MinSearch coming together, hosting a happy hour next week. It's coming up fast, Wednesday, April 24th. It's at Arbiter Brewery, which is in South Minneapolis. So think like Minnehaha and Lake. Beautiful brewery facility. They make great beers. We have the mezzanine reserved in that brewery. So if you walk in, it's just up the stairs. We'll have people there to greet you, check in, and then we will have different tables set up. So if you want to talk shop, we will have different tables set up with different topics to discuss. But you can also just come and hang out and drink their awesome beer. So I think it's good. I'm really excited because this is our first time teaming up on an event like this. We've got the AMA community Minnesota, which is like, general like marketers. And then we got the MinSearch community, which is all, people specialize in digital SEO. So I think it'll be pretty awesome.
A very interesting mind share to expand the knowledge base and talk about like what are you seeing off in your little corner of the world that maybe for us at MinSearch, the digital marketers may not see quite so much of. And same for, like especially your VP and C-suite level marketing executives that maybe aren't as hands-on as they used to be earlier in their career, to kind of dip their toe back into like what's going on in the nitty-gritty part of the marketing world.
Yeah.
We've got some really interesting topics that we've kind of set aside. So as Cory said, there will be like moderated or at least hosted tables for certain topics. We're going to be talking about AI at one of the tables. We're going to be talking about search engines and content marketing at another table. I think, Cory, your team picked a couple of topics as well to host. Do you recall what those were? I'm trying to think at the moment.
I do not. The ones that you mentioned, though, I remember.
I think one of them has to do with global marketing and localization, in that a lot of things we're coming up against. It got really big for a while, and now marketing seems to be going really small and super focused again. Some things like that as well. lots of good things for you to, and it's come and go. You can stop and talk as long as you want to. You can wander off and get another beverage, get a snack, come talk to another table for a while, or just hang out and talk one-on-one with any of the attendees at the event. It's not, there's nothing formal. There's not like a slide presentation of anybody for anything. We just want to make sure that we connect and provide possibly some opportunities to get conversation going.
Yep. And I do know we do have an assigned facilitator at each table to keep that conversation going and to educate whoever on the association. So yeah, our Noah from our programming team has been super busy with that and has just done an amazing job.
It has been an absolute joy to work with the programming team at the AMA. It has been nice to have the extra support to put together a monthly event with your team.
Yeah.
So
and we have four sponsors. So which keeps the event price down. I think it's at $10. So I know like on MinSearch, you guys have 3 sponsors. And then on the AMA side, actually the agency that I work for, 08, will be sponsoring on that.
Oh, nice. Thank you, 08, for that. We gave a shout out earlier in the week to our MinSearch sponsors. So thank you, 08, for also stepping in and participating in this event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah.
Cory, going back to like just how do we provide value? How do we articulate that value? What are you finding seems to work? What are people asking for as far as marketing events, as far as networking opportunities? What need do you feel like your fellow marketers are saying they have in their lives right now?
That's a great question. I would say on the networking side, think of like the big companies in town, and we've got some big ones. They employ a lot of different marketers. They kind of in their own world, and like the people that I talk to from those big companies, just they want to know what other companies are doing outside their walls, and this is a perfect opportunity to do it. Whether you're at one of these events or you volunteer on a committee and you work with other people from other companies. So marketers at other companies want to get outside the walls. And then on the opposite side of that, you have the entry-level marketers that just want to meet people. They're just starting their careers, and like what a great way to connect with mid or senior level marketers than through this group. I can't really think of a better way, and to connect with these bigger companies too if they're interested in that. So those are the 2 different sides of the networking area that I hear about, and then so that provides value. That's why people come to AMA Minnesota, and probably MinSearch too, is they want to connect with the greater community. So that's one part. And then the second part is on the education side. This is like for the AMA Minnesota, it's professional membership association. We're doing it as a part of our career, and we want to learn. And how do we learn? We learn from real world case studies about like what other people are doing. So I always try to factor that in to the education that we provide. And you guys do an awesome job with that with your gigantic conference that you put on. It's amazing.
That's true. Thank you for mentioning that. We have our annual conference coming up in June as usual. And I've seen Cory at these. Cory's not just like helping me out. Cory attends these as well. We have our summit coming up in June. I'm trying to get a link for you just so you guys can see where to go find tickets. So we take what we're doing at one of these little networking events and taking that idea of a roundtable topic and expanding it into keynotes, into full, conference session presentations, all that kind of good stuff. We also do workshops. We've got a lot to offer this year, as we always do. This is our 10th annual. We are so excited to have been doing this for a decade somehow, despite pandemics and everything else. And we are really looking forward to people coming and attending. The pricing is really reasonable, and we're really excited to have sponsors, attendees, volunteers, speakers. One of the things I'm really excited about is we are featuring women speakers this year. So everyone except for one keynote is a woman this year. And we are certainly really proud of the fact that there are just that many knowledgeable, expert level women in the industry that are more than happy to step up and share what they've learned, their expertise, their knowledge, their experience over their careers. We're very, very excited about this somewhat unusual conference for us.
Yeah, but it's a great event. You guys do a great job, and it's not small either. I mean, you guys, how many attendees go to that?
Thank you, Eric Carlson. Eric's like, yeah, this is the woman search for this year. Um, Typically, attendees anywhere from 200 to 300. We're certainly probably expecting around that 250 mark again this year. We've held very steadily at that. Obviously, we're not going to limit seating, guys. If you guys want to buy up those tickets and just blow the doors off of our attendance, we're more than happy to have you there. We will certainly make sure that you have plenty to learn, plenty to eat, plenty to snack on, all of the good things.
Looking forward to it.
One more thing as we're kind of getting toward the end of this conversation, Cory. What has the ability to connect with other marketers, the ability to network, what has that meant to your career in particular?
Oh, I mean, my career, yeah, it's essential. And I wish I would have started way earlier. I didn't learn about these things until not way late in the game. So, but picking up on it later has provided, yeah, a ton of value as it's expanded my network exponentially and created some amazing relationships. And that's with both associations that I've been part of. I'm only on the AMA board right now, but like the healthcare one that I was on before that, still connected with those people. But yeah, it's been invaluable. And I think like and I work for, our agency isn't super huge. We're mid-sized. So it allows me to, I don't work for a big company. So, but through AMA, I work, I sit at the table on our board with professionals from all over the metro. I don't know how any other way I could have done that. So
Fantastic.
very valuable learning from those people.
I know for me, the vast majority of the work that I've done throughout my career has been due to a network. Between the years that I've been a consultant, the years that I've been in-house, the years that I've been agency, absolutely every bit of that has been because of a networking connection or an event or whatever. My in-house job many years ago, I got because the president of the company happened to be at a conference that I was on a panel session for. As soon as the panel session was over, he was like chasing me down to talk to me. So I've gotten jobs from being at conferences and speaking. I've gotten several contracts and things due to people that I know. Honestly, the entirety of my career, I have never filled out a job application and gotten a job that way. It has always been through word of mouth, through referral, because either I knew somebody or somebody knew of me and said, hey, you really should maybe want to talk to this person or that person. They've got an opening or they have a need, or do you know somebody?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm still kind of doing it today. So though I'm not looking for a position, I happen to have a colleague that's looking for some SEOs to fill some positions. So there's also that side of it. I have had plenty of people send work my way, and I'm happy to do the same now that I'm in a position to do that.
Yep. Yeah. So definitely the job seekers out there, and I know a few of them out there. I know things are weird out there right now, but this is a good chance to get involved with either of our organizations and take advantage of these events coming up.
Yeah, Well, and especially this one because it is a bit casual. You will have a chance to, mill around and talk to everybody there, and get a chance to get to know people kind of one on one rather than just sit in an audience and listen to a speaker, which is sometimes what happens at these events. But this one is not one of those. You will not be sitting in an audience. This is absolutely your chance to start any and all conversations that you want to. So it's a great opportunity to find out, what's going on out in the greater, wider world of marketing. Are there opportunities if you're looking for them, or if you're looking to, share an opportunity and find somebody who's looking? Same thing. It's one of the reasons why I love this industry so much, that there's none of this infighting. There's no, trying to hold on to some sort of special secret formula. Nah, it's marketing. We're all doing the same things in all kinds of different ways. And it has been amazing to be a part of a community that is so giving and so open and so ready to share what they know with everybody else. I can't think of any other industry that I would have had a career trajectory like I've had because of the openness of the industry itself.
Yeah. Yeah. And look at these. Yeah. Look at these opportunities connect right here with these associations, depending on what your profession is and all that.
So we are very much looking forward to seeing you guys in person next Wednesday. It's from 4 to 6 at our Biter Brewery. And please, by all means, go get your tickets now. We've certainly, I know as MinSearch posted up a whole bunch of links to where to get tickets. Cory, where can folks find tickets from AMA if they're part of that organization?
Yep. AMAminnesota.org.
And
just navigate through our programming tab, and the Eventbrite is listed right there.
okay.
Yeah, and we kept prices low. It's only $10.
And we're going to provide you with a drink or two and get the party started.
Yep, it's going to be fun.
I am very much looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone from the AMA. This will be my first AMA event, so I'm very much looking forward to that. As we wrap up, Cory, is there anything else you want to throw out there, leave people thinking about? This is your last call, Cory. Last call.
Last call. Nope. I mean, check out both of our organizations. I don't know about you guys, Michelle, but we're actively recruiting not only members, but we got some turnover with volunteers and boards. So there's actually we got some leadership positions open at AMA Minnesota.
Okay.
If anyone is coming out to the event and want to talk about that, it's just another whole level to get involved with our group. It's a great way to get involved. That's right.
I will absolutely take a moment to paste this up. So here is the main website for AMA Minnesota. Like, as Cory said, you can get tickets to the event at this website. You can also explore and learn more about the leadership opportunities. And I really appreciate you saying that, because MinSearch also has open opportunities. So if you've ever thought about adding, a board service to your resume and add that to your credentials, you have plenty of opportunities both at AMA Minnesota and MinSearch. And so if you've ever thought about it, please take the time, ask. There's going to be several board members from both organizations at this event next Wednesday. Come ask us what it's like to serve. What's the value and the benefit of serving on a board, and we can certainly help you out and point you in the right direction as to which board to apply for, how to get involved, and certainly look forward to all of you considering serving one of these organizations and giving back a little bit to the industry.
Just don't be asking me, Michelle. I'm already busy. already got one, and I got my job with 08, and I'm good. Okay, so let's just. I was on two boards at one time, and I don't recommend that to anybody.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, Cory.
Okay, just got to say no at some point. I'm learning.
Good boundaries are also important.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I see a couple of people just now joined in. Sorry, guys, we're wrapping up the conversation unless you can toss in a question really quick before I hit the button.
Last chance.
Last chance. Thank you so much, Cory. We appreciate
this was
you
great.
being a part of this, and look forward to seeing you in person next week.